feel it? Yeah. Ash on the table, wax and a slow spin. You laugh with your eyes, sip the smoke in. You say you lost something, neon in your chest. I just tap this telco, say it's here, I guess. Dust on the groove, but the spirit still moves, round and around, pulling us through. You don't need proof, you don't need proof, when it's living in you, when it's living in you. Just on the groove, just on the groove, but the spirit still moves. Hey. Your ring on my finger, just for a short while. You talk about leaving, I talk about now. Yeah, you say you feel craving, dreams you can't shake. I say, lay it on the table. I can take that weight. Dust on the head, but spirit still moves round and around, round and around, pulling us through, pulling us through, pulling us through. You don't need proof, you don't need proof, when it's living in you, when it's living in you, just on the groove, just on the groove, but the spirit still moves. Name every fear, I call it out loud. Only knows. Name every doubt, let it pass through. If your heart is a record, let it play you the truth. Dust on the groove, the spirit still moves, round and around, pulling us through, pulling. You don't need proof, when it's living in you, when it's living in you, when it's living in you. But the spirit still moves. Oh. You feel that? Same chair, same smoke, new prayer.
Sun's up, got a good feeling today. Out here on the South Central Texas clay. Got this pride deep in my soul, watching all the calves grow. Yeah, this Mesquite land feels like home. It's the LRanch where I wanna roam.
Into the LRanch. We're here to hang out with you for a few hours, a couple hours actually. We're going to be talking about the J Weezy Railroad stuff today. Got some tips, some tricks. We're going to see if we can't make your life easier by making my life more difficult. Just the way we roll. So, pulled out a couple of engines here, or an engine and some cars. So this is the smaller of the Burlington engines that they have. Then we've got some cars that are Burlington cars. Then there's some BNSF stuff. Chiskin, Topeka, and Santa Fe. And we've got a flat car, and then another grain car here. So what we're going to do first of all is discuss some, I'll be very honest with you, some things that you really ought to have if you're going to be playing with the J Weezy stuff. So one of those things is there's a mod called the Move Placeables mod. I'm going to go ahead and throw these into the chat and pin them so you can find them easily as soon as the stream is over. The other thing you want to do is be sure you have the Place Anywhere mod. Is another one you're going to really need. So makes things a lot easier for you. And then also store deliveries. If you don't have store deliveries, you should really get it. It'll make your life a lot easier. And I will show you why here in just a minute. So first thing we're going to do is going to run over here, and so I'm working on a modification for the Big Lieber crane, so you can actually pick these up and drop them on the track, square them up and everything, and you don't have to use super strength that way. So the thing, super duper important, folks. That was an ugly jump. Super duper important. If you have a mod, and there's a couple of them out there, but if you have a mod that opens and closes gates or doors for you, you're going to want to deactivate that if you're going to use the J Weezy stuff. The reason why is it actually will work on the switches in the game. So the switches really work the way they're supposed to work. So right now, this switch, if you look, is set up for him to go to the left here. And what you'll need to do to make him go where you want him to go is, it's the B button will switch the switch. And if you'll watch, the switch actually moves. Right there. And that will actually allow your casters on your train to move with you. I'm going to kind of show you what it's capable of first. Be all tired out, keep running like that, huh? Okay, so it takes a minute for it to ramp up. The other thing that's kind of interesting is if you hold L1, R1, it gives you this. You can actually change your driving direction. And what it'll do is it'll actually, your left and right buttons, it will actually switch their direction for you. So what I have here is I just have a setup that would make it easy for me to get these on and off the tracks. built this off of the map yet. Right now. So and just like a real train, you need to be ready to stop this before you need to be ready to stop it. So what I'm doing to fix it so we can pick these cars up and move them. I've been stopping for a while too, guys. Jump out. So, what I have done is I have modified in the XML. This is FS Miner's crane bar, and had to do a little research, but the J Weezy stuff actually uses 2 fifth wheel connections, like a semi truck, to actually connect the carts for the cars and the engine, which makes it really difficult to actually get a crane to pick it up. So what I've done is I've actually changed I've actually added the fifth wheel connection to this. So the version that I have here has the fifth wheel connection, it has the big bags connection, and it has the belt connection. So pretty much anything the other thing you can do with it's kind of interesting is you can hover over your fifth wheel on your truck and it'll grab your truck and pick your truck up too. So one of those things. So I was telling you a minute ago about the store deliveries mod, and I'm going to show you why that is absolutely a necessity. So you can move these trains around. Here, we'll just look at that first, and then I'll tell you the other part. I got a lot of equipment out here now. So, this truck here, the big Demco low loader, you can actually put a train on here and it will set in here and ride. That's a car or an engine, either one will work. And then you can truck it somewhere and move it off to the rail with the crane. When I get the crane completed, we'll be able to do that. So, the other thing we'll talk about here in a minute. I'm just gonna kind of give you a thing here. So, if you do not use the Terraform mod, you can just do it the old-fashioned way. I have Terraform installed, and I use the transit here to set my soil level for my track. Set the soil level here so I can do my track. I lowered my road here just a bit, but I'll have to fix that in a little bit. But the Demco low loader is about the only one that I've been able to get to work with the trains. So back here, let's get a jump out. That's another thing. So, well, that ain't gonna work. Okay. wrong one. There we go. Gotta be careful because you actually can tab to your train cars. And the interesting thing about it is if you tab to them, you can't get out of them. You have to actually jump to something else to get out. This little car here is probably the shortest one that there is. And so I was gonna let you guys kind of see it. And I'm gonna show you the easy way, or at least as far as I'm concerned, the easy way to actually pull a car in here. So the easy way, or the easiest way that I've figured out so far, is you want to get good and square with the track, and then set up store deliveries, but set it up overlapping the track. But you want to be super careful about getting everything really good and straight like that. Then store deliveries, of course, is Shift-Alt-S. Now, if I buy an engine now, which is what I'm going to do. Oh, by the way, another thing is you can't use two engines together. Now, you can put two engines together. It's no big deal. But I'm going to get the big engine, I guess. And you can number them all, which is really cool. Set the other one was 1001. I'm going to set this one. There's a little difference in the generation, I believe, on these. And I haven't been put a winterization box on here, because I'll be very honest, I don't know what it is. So hit buy now. What it will do is, since you were careful aligning the store deliveries, the train will be aligned with the track. So the next step is you're going to have to turn on super strength. There's no getting around it until the crane's fixed on it. So you want to be back away from it a ways. Lift it up. Be sure you get it up high enough, because if it hangs on the rails, what will happen is it will actually turn itself if you hang it on the rails. And then what you want to do is drop it. Messed it up. That's what I get thinking I know what I'm doing. The other thing is these are so heavy that if you pick it up and get back over there. Well, it works a lot easier with the cars, I will tell you straight up. This is my night service where the broken parts all show. I just lay my burdens in the cracks between the notes. You can find your purpose in the spaces moving slow. You just have to be careful with it and tweak it until you get it right. So once you get it close, you can kind of push one end or the other, and it'll settle into the tracks. And you can tell, like there, you can actually tell when it settles in. So this one's on the tracks now. Get in here. The other thing you want to be absolutely, positively sure to do is right here, you want to unfold the locomotive. If you do not unfold the locomotive, the wheels will not track on the tracks. That actually unlocks that little connection in there and lets them do their thing. The other thing is, every car that you attach to, you've got to unfold. If you do not, it's going to mess you over. So, and I always try to check it a little bit, kind of slowly. Yeah. See how it tracks with the tracks now? That's what it should do. If it's not doing that, then you've got a problem. Because that means you either didn't unlock your wheels or unfold the engine is what that is listed as. And again, I've got this set up just a little bit here. So I've got to stop on my track. And believe me, they work. Just like so. Go ahead and I'll show you guys how to do the switch now. So and they'll move at a pretty good clip, so just so you know. And guys, I gave it a little gas when I first got in it, but everything else you've seen here is coast. Darn it. Ay, 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 ay. So that's what happens when you go over a switch. The only way to get it back on, sometimes you can drive one or the other back on, but that ain't gonna work this time. So, okay, so kind of give you an idea what we're gonna do here. You're gonna have to go back and fold the trailer, or fold the trailer. It's gonna pull your wheels straight on it. Back to your engine. Pull your engine straight. And then you got to go through all of that malarkey again. Now we have to go back through all of that getting it on the track thing. So I can get him back on the track there. There we go. You can tell when he settles in, though. So now we got to fix this guy. So you learn real quick that you do not want to forget to change your switches, because if you don't, you're gonna pay for it with your work.
The place your shadow burned, ash in the tray, lipstick on the glass, clock on the wall, moving way too fast, hands on my knee, head hanging low. I've been talking to my fears like they somebody I know. This that slow burn hallelujah, tastes like smoking truth. I ain't praying for a rescue, I'm just sitting here with you. Every scar, a little scripture, every bruise, a quiet tune. This that slow burn hallelujah, in a one room, back room, half moon.
Yep. The other thing is using super strict. That way you can actually hit your engine and knock him off the track with this car. So you may want to take that into
just to find my daily bread. It's that slow burn hallelujah, tastes like smoking truth. I ain't praying for a rescue, I'm just sitting here with you.
There we go. Okay. Now then, again, you got to be sure and release your wheels again, because that'll derail you too. Now, let's make our switch. Okay, gotta wait for it to amp up again. There we go. There we go. There we go. Build up ahead there and we move. So, the right way to do this, not the way I did it a minute ago, is we're going to pull all the way across that. Till we're done here. We got to get out. Switch the switch again. Sure, track is set over here correctly. Yep. Yep, that's right. Took me 2 days to figure out why I couldn't get the switches to work right. And I remembered I had the gate opener on there. And I was like, well, there you go. That's what it is. So, we're going to get this out on the main line here. He's done a real good job of putting the right pieces in here It's a matter of figuring out exactly how to use them. I've done 3 days with this to just get to where I can see exactly how everything works. And I think I'm gonna have to change this switch because I had the other train out here. Yep. Had I done that, we'd have been putting the trains back on again. We're just going to take the train down here to where I'm working, and I'll show you the other stuff that we're doing. You can see to the left there, those are the other tries to do what I've got right here. What we got here is I built an overpass for this highway. There are a number of things you can do. We'll go through some of the pieces here in a minute. If I get louder, just realize I'm hearing the train through my headphones. So and it's pretty loud. We'll stop it here before we go over the road because we don't want to block the road. So we're going to jump in the truck here. Tell you what, maybe easier to do it this way. Let's just go into construction mode. We'll go over here and look. So, here's your tracks. There is these are your straights here. These are your straights here. What you got is you got the little one right here. You got this one here, which is 5 meters. Got this one is 10 meters, 20 meters, 20 meter. Then you got a 100 meter straight there. So basically what you have is for each thing that you have all those sizes. The difference is these here, I'm gonna get here inside. These are all incline tracks. These are all decline tracks. Have the same thing for the longer sections right here. Inclines, declines. You can dig quite a hole with these too. And here's some of the angled tracks. Well, the thing is for every angled track you have, they also have the same incline and declines. So what you have is you have your incline and decline. We'll roll through them. So you have a 1% incline, 2% decline, 4%. So what you're going to have for everything is you're going to have a 1%, a 2%, a 3%, a 4%, and a 5% incline, decline for each one of these pieces of track. So, important things to note, and I'm going to put this in the. I'm going to make a document for this, and I'll make it available on my Google Drive. Is that the stuff in Terraform and the stuff in the train set do not align. So the train set says it's a 5% incline. So that doesn't work, and I will show you why. So you look here, see that drop below the feet there? So I'm going to come over here. We're going to jump in here and calibrate this, and I'll show you. You want from level, you're going to want a 0.15 negative level on both of those. So when you do that way, I have no angle. I'm 0.15 below. That makes this perfectly level when I work with it. So let's jump out of that. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and fold this up right quick. Pretty nifty little animation there. So, now, your instrument actually remembers that measurement, by the way, the 0.15, and it's going to remember that I had it set for 0 in there. And we're going to go over here. Just as an example, we're going to do an incline track. So, let's say I want to put a 4% incline right here. So, I'm going to... Yeah. So, what I can do is I'm going to set this down off to the side. So, what we're going to do is we're going to hit calibrate on this, right there. Now, we're not going to touch this 0.15. That's exactly where we want that to be. What we're going to do though is we're going to calibrate the angle of this, and we're going to calibrate it to right there. Now we're going to use the 4% track. So what we want to do is we want to set our angle to 2. Apply, and we're going to go here, and we're going to do 2.29. Do not forget to confirm it. Now, if you'll watch, that's exactly where that went. Now then, once we've done that, we've got this all set. All we have to do, I'm gonna move this out of the way now. That's calibrated, it's ready to go. But you want to move it off to the side, so you're kind of where you know where you want to start with your dozer. I'm using this big Komatsu dozer, FS minor stuff, basically because it's just easier to use this big one. You want to be sure and get lined up on your here, because if you don't, you will rue the day, as they say. Now then, we want to set that. If you'll look over at our mini map, we're at 359. We want to be at exactly 0 or 360. Either one will work. We are at this point we need to be. Right there. Right there. So, what we want to do is drop our blade. Yeah, it's too much. And then we want to, on our machine settings, I'm going to go in here and we want to calibrate it to the same one we're using. Let's back it. We want to activate. You'll notice all that turns green. Now, the other thing you can do is set your cruise control speed to like 1, then you can actually activate your cruise control.
Same chair, same smoke.
I think we need to go into our settings here. Strength is plenty. Where's that not? Oh.
broken loose, same three scars. Name every ghost like they're old cars. You say I'm done, I shake my head. Saints don't glow till they think they're dead. 'Cause there's a grain of God in the gutter, love shining where the rainwater runs. Tiny little sunrise in your bloodshot eyes, flickering, but it never's done. Keep reaching for the sky in a dirty place, calling every bruiser sin. But I see gold in your broken lip. You're a quiet hymn, trying again, oh again. Breathe in, hold it, name what you lost and fold it right in the pocket.
Here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to
Ain't high, it's here and
widen that stance out a little bit. Call it 6.
right here on this torn out couch. Little sacred heartbeat in your old blue jeans, nothing you could cancel out. You keep reaching for the sky in a dirty glass, but the sky been under your skin. Come lay your head.
Here we go.
Let it begin.
Usually gonna make 2 passes on this. There we go. We're getting there though.
No half open. Smoke in the ceiling. Clock said no way. You look up. I say stay. Every color in the room slowly melts to gray. Ash in your tray, wax in the carpet, old incense burned into the wall. You pour that drink like sacred water, touch my wrist in the hallway fall. Midnight on the 4th floor, time dripping off the frame. You don't even move, but you keep calling out my name. Midnight on the 4th floor, breath hanging in the air. I swear I leave each time, but my soul keeps waiting there. Oh yeah. You talking loose, saying no stories. They hear me like they brand new. Every small lie feel like scripture. Every crooked truth pulls me back to you. Midnight on the 4th floor, time dripping off the frame. You don't even move, but you're calling out my name. Midnight on the 4th floor, breath hanging in the air. I swear I leave each time, but my soul keeps waiting there. You say, boy, you know love ain't holy.
So what you gotta do is push this a little at a time.
Then it's close enough, 'cause I lose
Get your alignment set up.
feel alive. Midnight on the 4th floor, time dripping off the frame.
Internet. You can set this up so that it actually grades going both directions, but again, that's not the way you would really do it. So I try to be will tell you that the track will actually do this work for you. As long as you place it in the right way, the track will terraform for you, but most people want a little more realistic experience than that, and so what I'm trying to do is give you some options as to ways to actually do that. Yep, there we go. Get around here where we can see. Okay, now then, show you what you can do once you get it done. You can turn around, line up going the other way, because it will actually cut the grade going either direction. So we want 272. 180 is where we're headed. Now then, lower your blade again till it turns green. There we go. What I suggest and what I wound up doing on the other side of the map was I actually came in and set my grade just like I'm doing here, and then I laid my track, and then I came back down the sides of the ramp and actually graded it back level, so it wasn't taking up such a wide berth. Again, if you were building it for real, that's kind of the way you would do it there too, is you would actually want your ramp to be wider while you were working on it, and then come back in and cut back. So that's kind of what I'm doing here. So the only other thing we'll have to do here is we're going to have to go back a little ways there and fix that, because I actually got a little further back than I should have. So we're gonna have to level that little bit right there up to make sure that we get that handled. What we'll do is we'll kind of get off to the side here. be sure to push past that just enough. There, and then we'll deactivate. Raise our blade. Now then, we want to go back out here, go to the calibration, reset our calibration, which is going to remove the calibration from the tractor or the dozer. Now, so when I come around here now, it's in level mode. So what it's going to do is do the same thing over here. I'm going to find 360 or 0, as the case may be. And then I'm going to activate. Blade down. Once we get green all the way across, we know we're good. And now what we're going to do is we're going to roll that back to make sure that it's all level like we want it. Right there. We're going to do the same thing on either side. There we go. Deactivate. Get him out of the way. Okay. Now then, if we come over here, the first thing we want to do is where we have our track there. Go ahead and grab another piece of track, and we want to just make sure it's one of the longer pieces of straight. I'm going to use 100, and it should click right together because everything is perfectly level. There should be no adjustment.
Burn down. Same records spinning round and round, round. Close eyes, head low.
Just like that.
Every worry in that slow tempo.
Reason we're doing that.
This is my night.
Now we're going to come up here.
Broken parts all show.
We're going to grab a curved track.
In the cracks between the
But what we're going to do is we're going to grab a 90. We have one piece of 90 flat down here that we're going to want. There we go, right there. Reason we're grabbing him is we want to find our arc.
two seats, only one filled up. Long week, sore hands, every scar got
Messed up. Damn it.
my night service, where the broken parts all show. I just lay my burden in the cracks between the notes. You can find your purpose in the spaces moving slow. This is our night service. You ain't gotta come alone. Round and round that same small groove. Yeah. To the ghost, got nowhere to move. If you stay till the last tone fades, you might walk out with a brand new name. This is my night service, where the broken parts all show. I just lay my burdens in the cracks between the notes. You can find your purpose in the spaces moving slow. This is our night service. You ain't gotta come alone. You ain't never going home.
And what I suggest is that you use this to find your location for your track over there. Oh. And that's exactly what we wanted. Now you're going to have to come back to this piece here. And this piece here. Messed myself all up there. Should have laid my track first, huh? So now we're gonna wind up having to redo this, but it's no big deal.
On the ceiling, slow spin, got me kneeling. You move like a secret, one step, and I need it. Ash in the tray, coffee gone cold. You say my name like something old. Eyes on my hands like the whole time.
So I want to just show you how to do it with a regular track. Probably going to use a 5 degree.
Come get blessed in the back room. I lay
Probably.
all on the low. All my sins in the last groove. You want a little bit of soul, something rough, something see-through. I keep praying you don't go while the silver smoke surround you. Loose lip fade, whispered in tune. You test my grace under this moon. Your halo slips down to your waist. You say confess, I call it taste. A little bit of soul, come get blessed in the back room. I lay it all on the low, all my sins in the last groove. You want a little bit of soul, something rough, something see-through. I keep praying you don't go while the silver smoke surround you. Yeah, you say, is this holy? I say only if it hurts. We trade every story till the lines all blur. Yeah, if love is a sermon, then this is the verse
Now,
where we fall from the wording and land in the dirt. You
what we've done is we've done another 5 degree incline. We'll come over here. A couple of different ways you can do this. What you can do is you can actually grab. Looks like they didn't get the. Looks like they didn't get their fixtures right on here.
I keep healing.
Well, live and we learn, don't we? So, what I wound up doing the other day when I was doing this was I wanted to center it on the road pretty much. So
You feel that? Same old chair, same old ceiling, something different in the air. Keep breathing, slow, slow turn. You've been running through the daylight, this the place your shadows burn. Yeah.
sure we got our alignment right before we
Stick on the glass.
fix the track here. And see, we did not. Afraid of.
Hands on my knee, head hanging low. I've been talking to my fears like they somebody I know. This that slow burn, hallelujah. Tastes like smoke and truth. I ain't praying for a rescue. I'm just sitting here with you. Every scar, little scripture. Every bruise, a quiet tune. This that slow burn, hallelujah. In a one room, back room, half moon.
Yep.
Bills on the fridge, names on my phone. All of these people still feel alone. Mirror in the dark, I shine.
Is it
red.
shorter?
I've been digging through the dirt just to find my daily bread. It's that slow burn, hallelujah. Tastes like smoke and truth. I ain't praying for a rescue. I'm just sitting here with you. Every scar, a little scripture. Every bruise, a quiet tune.
Fix
That
this.
slow burn, hallelujah. In a one room, back room, half moon. Maybe grace don't shout. Maybe grace just hum. The space between my heartbeat and the knocking
I had
of
said
my
earlier that you need to be sure and have
If I never
certain
see, let this tiny little
apps
rhythm
for your
be left in me.
system. So first of all, we're going to fix our incline here.
Tastes like smoke and truth. I ain't praying for a rescue. I'm just sitting here with you. Every scar,
Set our angle.
scripture, every bruise, a quiet tune. Just that slow burn, hallelujah. In a one room, back room, half moon.
We want to catch our angle here, and we want to be right at where the tracks meet, which is right there. Now then, if we'll back up, square, start right here, and we want to find that.
You light a match.
So, I told you earlier that you need to be sure and have the Move Placeables app installed, or mod installed, excuse me.
You talk in circles.
I will show you why that is
Your eyes say stay.
going to save you a lot of work. So you go to Move. Now,
You've been my shadow.
if you go to the red and right click, you can actually, wrong way,
Every prayer we said undone.
blue for that direction.
Still I breathe you in, breathe you. Velvet ashes in my lungs.
Left will slide it. See how it slides?
Strong and I breathe you in, breathe you in. Yeah. You trace my lifelines
Yep.
with your late laugh, saying
Escape out. It's gonna say it charges $52, but it doesn't.
your lost faith, then leave your coat on my bedroom floor. Velvet ashes on my tongue. Every prayer we said undone.
But you can actually make a lot of adjustments that way with your stuff. So I highly recommend that Move Placeables. So when you did this, what we've done, and you can walk across these, by the way. it generates an island on this side. And what you can do is, if you're building it the way the system and you do it, oh, it's, oh, hang on. We're gonna delete this guy.
Velvet ashes on my tongue. Every prayer we said undone. You burn holy, you burn wrong. Still I breathe you in, breathe you. Velvet ashes in my lungs. Every blessing comes
Now, I did that because. So let's find 5% decline. There you go. But we want the longer one. There you go. 5% decline. Click that in. Now then, over here, we want to stick with the 5%. So come over here and look for 30-degree left turn. Degree, 20 meter. 30-degree right turn. 20-degree right turn. 10-degree.
Clock on the counter.
There we go. What I wanted.
Color glass shadows crawling over me. You say you want answers. I just want peace. Both of us praying.
Actually, we didn't need that, did we? Yeah, we need to delete that one.
Same small circle, same slow start.
Yep.
If there's a door out, show me where you hit the key.
Okay.
'Cause every time I turn inside, I hear you talking through me. Chair. Smell of old jasmine burnt in the air. I thought I lost you, but you never move. You live in the silence.
Now then, let's start our turn. Talking to me. There we go.
Maybe this talking to me. Maybe this safe is your way back home. Maybe this drink is how I get whole. I close my eyes and you rise up slow, like smoke from the floor, like a tired halo.
should put us back on straight track. Yep, there we go. Still have to stay on precision though, because, or excuse me, you can't use the snap right now. There we go. Oh. Let's go test our track out. Oh, gotta fix that, don't I? See if I can. Let's see here what we got.
Dust on the needle. 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 Dust on the needle.
Oh, that didn't work.
Dust on the needle.
And guys, I am sorry. I just realized that the music is looping. And apologize for that. I usually try to have a little better. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with the music that's playing, it's just looping is all. So that.
Dust on the needle. 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 Yeah. Dust on the needle. Dust on the needle. You feel it? Yeah. Ash on the table, wax and a slow spin. You laugh with your eyes, sip the smoke in. You say you lost something, neon in your chest. I just tap this telco, say it's here, I guess. Dust on the groove,
feel that. Same chair. Same smoke. New prayer.
Ash in the tray. Clock says 2. Fan barely turns. Room hums with you. Old record box. Dust on the spine. You laugh and say, pick any life but mine. But there's a grain of God in the gutter, love, hiding in the stain on your shirt. There's a little wild light in your crooked smile, right there in the ache, in the hurt. You keep reaching for the sky in the dirty glass, thinking all your worth is gone. But I see church in your tired hands. You're a quiet hymn, still singing on. You talking loops, same 3 scars. Name every ghost like they're old cars. You say I'm done. I shake my head. Saints don't glow till they think they're dead. 'Cause there's a grain of God in the gutter, love, shining where the rainwater runs.
Tell you guys, I'm probably gonna have a problem right there.
Lights flickering, but it never
Just notice that.
keep reaching for the sky in a dirty glass, calling every bruise a sin. But I see gold in your broken lamp. You're a quiet hymn, trying again, oh again. Breathe in, hold it, name what you lost and fold it. Right in the pocket, right where you stand. Heaven ain't high, it's here in your hands, yeah. There's a grain of God in the gutter, love, right here on this torn out couch. Little sacred heart beating your old blue jeans, nothing you could cancel out. You keep reaching for the sky in a dirty glass, but the sky been under your skin. Come lay your head in this crooked world. You're a quiet hymn, let it begin.
Well, we got quite a bit done, and just about to wrap it up here. I'm gonna go ahead and roll out on this and make sure this track came out the way we wanted it. Be sure and do me a favor, like and subscribe if you would. Hopefully something I've done or said has helped you. That is the plan. I'm gonna run over the list again of things that you need to have installed to use with this. To do what I've been doing, you're gonna need Terrafarm. Always say Terraform. You're gonna need Terrafarm. You're gonna need the Place Anywhere mod. It's gonna allow you to put stuff wherever you need it done without having to worry about as many conflicts. You're gonna want store deliveries installed. Make sure you ain't chasing stuff all the time. I'm gonna put and be sure, do not have anything that opens doors or opens gates for you installed. That will mess with your switches and they won't work correctly. I'm gonna put in the comments the percent versus degree grade to correlate with Terraform and the railroad set. That way you can use Terraform to set your angles and things. If you want to see more on Terraform, if you want to see more on the railroad, reach out, let me know, and we'll definitely be able to do that. I promise the music won't loop next time. And I'm going to take the train all the way back to the train yard, and once we get there, we'll put the train away, and doggone it, I was afraid of that. Well, now there's gonna be a wreck. Yep, we're done. Let's go ahead and see if we can set our they pull him back on the track with the come on. Go ahead and detach. That's what'll be really neat when we finally when I get the crane tool finished, is we'll actually be able to do the whole thing where we have to go put the derails back on. Probably doesn't sound fun to anybody but me, but it does. So. But let's get him out of the way. Whoop.
We don't talk about heaven, we just breathe, then sway. Your hand finds my weakness like you mapped this place. You say you're tired of preachers selling storms as grace. I guess they don't right off, you feel the room erase. Midnight on the one, you're my only drum. Round and round we run, but I don't wanna run. Lay your burden down, let it all come undone. I don't need the sun, just you. Midnight on the one.
Wow.
You say
And I knocked him off too, didn't I?
all there is. I say that's enough. Just this crooked little blessing, just this crooked little love. Yeah, yeah. Every scar, every shadow.
Wheels were still locked.
Dancing quiet on your skin. Yeah. If this is all there is, then let it be.
Well, guys, I guess we're gonna end on this. Sorry. Hey, I got a derail right there before. There we go. Nope. Why is that not working?
I light a match just to watch it fade.
See if that did it.
Flame
Maybe.
in a different shade. Ashtray full, but the room feels clean. Hit my face like a magazine. Pour that drink to the glass.
Yep, got it on there. Good deal.
Like a borrowed sin.
Let's get this other car mounted up. Oh wow, I threw it harder than I thought I did.
What I'm after, I just breathe like the truth comes later. It's that midnight, same old miracle. How you break me, how you make me whole. Every scar on my body sings when you touch me.
But just to be quite frank, guys, if you take care and follow those things that I told you not to do and things I told you to do, you're going to be really happy with this mod. It's really cool. Again, it's a little difficult to get it set up to start with, but I mean,
We go round trading little devils, tiny truths on a tilted table. You say love like a quiet rumor, I say stay like a late confession. Oh, it's that midnight, same old miracle. How you break me, how you make me whole. Every scar on my body sings when you touch me slow. It's that midnight, same old miracle. I keep saying it's the last I go, but I'm back in your shadow, losing and finding my soul.
I'm not going to be happy until I get this on here, so might as well let you guys watch me struggle.
You flick the lamp, colors start to crawl, walls breathing in the sea and it falls. Your eyes
Hey, hey,
like a painted door.
got it. There we go.
Wanting more. It's that midnight, same old miracle. How you break me, how you make me whole. Every scar on my body sings when you touch me slow. It's that midnight, same old miracle. I keep saying it's the last I go, but I'm back in the shadow, losing and finding my soul. You feel that? Same chair, same breath, same breath. Same record, spinning round and round. Close eyes. This is my night service with a broken heart so sure. I just live my burden. I
Well, thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you for hanging in with me, even with the looping music. And I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. Please be sure to stop back in on Sunday. We're going to be doing the spit and whittle, and I think we're just going to do spit and whittle right here. I've enjoyed working on the railroad, and I want to get that perfected and get you guys where it's perfected for you too. There's a lot of flexibility in this once we get it set up and working right. So, thank you guys, and I hope you have a great night. It's LRanch. Out of here.
You test my grace under this moon.